The A4 Skyhawk, developed by the Douglas Aircraft Company, is a compact, carrier-capable light attack aircraft that became one of the most enduring and versatile jets of the Cold War era. Designed by Ed Heinemann in the early 1950s, the Skyhawk prioritized simplicity, low weight, and affordability, which contributed to its longevity and widespread use. First flown in 1954 and entering service in 1956, it was initially created for the US Navy and Marine Corps as a nuclear-capable strike aircraft. Its small size earned it nicknames like the Heinemann's Hot Rod and the Scooter, reflecting its speed, maneuverability, and compact frame. Powered by a Wright J65 turbojet engine, later variants featured the Pratt & Whitney J52. The Skyhawk could reach a maximum speed of Mach 0.9 with a combat range of over 800 miles. Its robust design allowed it to carry a maximum payload of 9,900 pounds across 5 external hardpoints, including bombs, rockets, fuel tanks, and air-to-air missiles such as the Sidewinder. The Skyhawk played a pivotal role in the Vietnam War, where it was used extensively for ground attack missions, close air support, and reconnaissance. Exported to more than 20 countries, the Skyhawk found success in the air forces of Israel, Argentina, Australia. It served as a primary strike aircraft for the Israeli Air Force during conflicts such as the Six-Day War, War of Attrition, and the Yom Kippur War. While in the Falklands War, Argentinian Skyhawks launched daring strikes against British naval forces, including the attack on HMS Coventry. In 1991, Kuwaiti Skyhawks participated in Operation Desert Storm. The A4 was also famous for its role as a training aircraft for US Navy and Marine pilots, and served as the platform for the Blue Angels, the Navy's aerobatic team, for over a decade. Although retired from frontline service in most countries, several Skyhawks remain in use as aggressor aircraft for training and simulated combat.
Here we go. Looking good, looking good. A little bit of power, a little bit of power. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, we're back. All right.
The A6E Intruder is a carrier-based all-weather attack aircraft developed by Grumman Aircraft Engineering Corporation for the US Navy. Introduced in 1969, the A6E was the final version of the A6 Intruder, a series that proved itself as one of the most effective precision strike aircraft in naval aviation. Its role primarily involved precision bombing, anti-shipping, and reconnaissance. The A6E Intruder has a distinctive twin-engine, subsonic design with high-mounted wings and variable geometry tailplanes. Its twin-engine configuration provided both redundancy and additional thrust, allowing the aircraft to carry heavy payloads while maintaining the ability to return safely to the carrier even with one engine out of commission. The A6E is powered by two Pratt & Whitney J52 P408 turbojet engines, each producing 9,000 pounds of thrust with a top speed of Mach 0.85. It could carry up to 18,000 pounds of ordnance, including Harpoon anti-ship missiles and AGM-88 HARM missiles for anti-radiation missions. The A6E made its debut in combat in the 1970s and quickly became known for its ability to perform night strikes with extreme precision, regardless of weather. The Vietnam War demonstrated the intruder's ability to deliver heavy payloads under fire. During the 1986 Operation El Dorado Canyon against Libya, the A6E conducted precision strikes alongside other Navy aircraft. During the Gulf War in 1991, the A6E performed deep strike missions against key Iraqi targets, including air defense systems. The intruder's large blunt nose and slender tail inspired a number of nicknames, including Double Ugly, the Mighty Alpha 6, Iron Tadpole, and Drumstick. Following the Gulf War, intruders provided air support for US Marines during Operation Restore Hope in Somalia. The A6E intruder continued to serve in the US Navy through the 1990s, participating in missions in the Balkans, Kosovo, and Iraq. The last A6E intruder left US Marine Corps service on 28 April 1993. The A-7 Corsair II was a carrier-based light attack aircraft developed by Ling Temco Vought for the United States Navy in the early 1960s. It was designed to replace the A-4 Skyhawk and the A-1 Skyraider, combining the best features of attack and bomber aircraft. Introduced in 1967, the A-7 Corsair II features a subsonic low-wing design and straight wings with leading-edge slats, making it efficient at low to medium speeds. Powered by a Pratt & Whitney J52 turbojet engine, the A-7 had a maximum speed of Mach 0.9 and could reach altitudes of up to 45,000 feet with a combat radius of 500 miles. It was equipped with a single 20mm M61 Vulcan cannon, capable of firing at rates of up to 6,000 rounds per minute. It could carry up to 15,000 pounds of ordnance, including laser-guided bombs, air-to-ground missiles, and anti-ship missiles like the Harpoon and AGM-45 Shrike anti-radiation missiles. The A-7 was equipped with tactical navigation system for accurate navigation in low-visibility conditions. It was designed with a highly modular construction, allowing ground crews to quickly replace parts, making the aircraft suitable for carrier operations and frequent deployment rotations. The A-7 Corsair II saw extensive combat service during the Vietnam War, earning the aircraft the nickname Slough, or Short Little Ugly Fellow, from its pilots. The A-7 was instrumental during the 1983 invasion of Grenada in Operation Urgent Fury and the 1986 US strikes on Libya, Operation El Dorado Canyon. Its ability to carry a heavy payload and deliver precision strikes made it highly effective during Operation Rolling Thunder and Linebacker 1 and 2. It saw additional combat service in the 1980s during the Lebanese Civil War and later in the Persian Gulf War. During Operation Desert Storm in 1991, The A7 provided close air support for ground forces. The A7 was retired from US Navy service in the early 1990s. However, many A7 Corsair IIs were exported to Greece, Portugal, and Thailand, where it served well into the 21st century. The A-10A Thunderbolt II, also known as the Warthog, is a ground attack aircraft developed by Fairchild Republic and entering service in 1977. The A-10 is considered one of the most iconic and feared aircraft in military aviation due to its unique design, heavy armor, and devastating firepower. The Thunderbolt II has a twin-engine, low-wing design with an emphasis on survivability and damage tolerance. The A-10A is powered by two TF-34 turbofan engines, each producing 9,065 pounds of thrust with a maximum speed of Mach 0.75 and a combat radius of about 250 miles. The engines are mounted high on the fuselage, which reduces the risk of foreign object damage from debris or small arms fire. The Thunderbolt II is most famous for its GAU-8/A Avenger cannon, a 30mm rotary cannon capable of firing 3,900 rounds per minute. This weapon can fire armor-piercing depleted uranium and high-explosive incendiary rounds, making it effective against both ground troops and armored vehicles. The A-10A is capable of carrying up to 16,000 pounds of ordnance. The A-10A is equipped with advanced avionics for targeting and navigation, including infrared targeting systems and tactical data links. The A-10 was used in combat for the first time during the Gulf War in 1991, with 132 being deployed, where it provided critical close air support for US ground forces. A-10S flew 32% of combat sorties in Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom, destroying hundreds of enemy tanks, armored vehicles, and bunkers, contributing to the overwhelming success of the US and coalition forces. The A-10A continued to serve in various conflicts, including Kosovo, Iraq, and Afghanistan. The aircraft's durability and ability to take damage and keep flying earned it a reputation as one of the most reliable aircraft in combat. The A-10 is often regarded as the backbone of the US Air Force's close air support missions and continues to be a valuable asset for combat operations worldwide.
He's closing my tail. Still not firing. I ain't afraid of it.
Spare 8, no dogfighting.
Negative. I'm not letting this slide.
Woohoo!
You could have done that sooner. Another one popped. Take this.
Burn, bitches!
Are you guys all right? I thought it would be a little change. Just ain't been stuck in the field, mate.
like watching a fireworks display.
Burn, baby, burn. Suck on that! Trigger, you're just quietly plugging away. You think you're the only sane one here?
Man Dog was right. We're no proper military. Enough with the holier-than-thou act, tabloid. I belong in the penal unit. Trigger, you belong here even more than I do. It's all about where you're from. I don't know what they were keeping in there, but it's all ashes now. I'm spiked! Requesting assistance!
Jackpot, the tanker's full of oil.
3 minutes remaining.
Get the ships out of here before they blow up!
SS2 entering AO in 3 minutes.
Shit, we're out of time. Cal, you've got company!
Look at that oil, just burn up the thing.
Extinguish it!
Locked.
On my target.
Hostile has a lock. Help!
The A-10C Thunderbolt II is an upgraded version of the legendary A-10A Warthog. The A-10C is a product of continuous modernization and is built around a rugged airframe designed to deliver unparalleled firepower, survivability, and operational flexibility. Entering service with the US Air Force in the mid-2000s, the A-10C continues to play a crucial role in combat, especially in environments where ground forces need close air support. The A-10C retains the distinctive twin-engine, low-wing design of the A-10A. Its large wingspan allows the aircraft to carry a substantial amount of ordnance while providing stability during slow-speed, low-altitude flight. It can carry up to 16,000 pounds of ordnance, including Mark 82 bombs, GBU, 12 laser-guided bombs, and rockets. It can also carry precision-guided munitions for more accurate strikes, allowing it to neutralize hardened targets such as enemy tanks and bunkers. The A-10C upgrades the avionics of the earlier A-10A, including the addition of modern targeting systems such as the Joint Direct Attack Munition, or JDAM, Lantern Targeting Pod, and a digital cockpit with glass displays. Additionally, the A-10C features improved cockpit survivability, including a dual redundant flight control system and high-tech communication systems to enhance situational awareness. The self-sealing fuel tanks and armored cockpit are designed to ensure the pilot's survival even in hostile environments. The A-10C has been a workhorse for the US Air Force during operations like Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. It was involved in targeting Taliban positions, anti-aircraft sites, and IEDs. On November and December 2024, US A-10s were used against targets in Syria to defend US forces in eastern Syria as part of the ongoing Syrian civil war. The US Air Force is investing in new technologies to extend the aircraft's service life, ensuring that it remains an effective platform for close air support well into the 2030s.
Site's still silent. Scramble. Get those birds in the sky. We're sitting ducks. What's happening? Bombers incoming. Don't know how many.
Let's clear that runway. We don't got all day here.
Mage Squadron, head to runway. Column Squadron, take off. Link to Skykeeper. Hurry, Mage Squadron. Mage 2, clear for takeoff. The situation is tight. It's a hell of a welcoming party, but we have faith in you. Good luck.
Control, do me a favor and get that bird in the air ASAP.
Do that. Column Squadron and your wingmen are airborne. Take off and form up with Mage 1. Mage 2 altitude restriction is lifted. Good luck.
The carrier? Whoa, looks like the harbor's taken a lot of damage.
Can't have any more casualties. Time to stop the bullshit. Mage 2, form up with Mage 1. All aircraft, let's do this. Golem Squadron, it's go time.
The ADA-01B Adler is a fictional attacker variant of the ADF-01 Falcon, designed to defend it from surface-to-air attacks. It is the B model in the ADA-01 line of aircraft and replaces the SDBM from the ADA-01A with the multi-purpose burst missile. It features a distinctive angular body that provides a slight degree of stealth, as well as an advanced connection for flight interface cockpit, allowing pilots to fly with eye movements and voice commands. Unlike most aircraft, the Adler does not feature a glass canopy. The cockpit is closed and surrounded by cameras, which send their data feed into a 360-degree display inside the cockpit. It was originally planned to act as the defender of the ADF-01 Falcon, acquiring excellent defensive and flying capabilities in exchange for this loss of firepower. It offers unparalleled strength in attacker missions such as close air support. Adler is German for eagle. The ADA-01B was only introduced in Ace Combat Infinity.
Crushing their air forces should slow them down. Respect for the brave fighters.
The AF-117XN AV Hawk is a fictional attacker aircraft operated by the General Resource Defense Force, an advanced derivative of the F-117A Nighthawk. The AF-117X comes equipped with coffin and thrust vectoring nozzles with afterburner capability. Despite being designated as an attacker, the aircraft was mostly operated as a recon and spy aircraft. Many parts were enhanced in an effort to have the plane be able to perform all kinds of missions. Changes to the engines, lower tail and enlargement of the weapons bay were emphasized and has good power and stability. In real life, AF-117X was the unofficial designation assigned to the F-117N Seahawk, a proposed carrier-borne variant of the F-117A. It appears in Ace Combat 3 Electrosphere.
ゼネラルの忌まわしき過去、ここか。
こんな場所でゼネラル。
待て。まさかレナか。
誰？どうしてここにあなたがいるの？
翼がまだ眠っているのを確かめに来た。
まだ翼があるの？
まだわからん。しかし、もしそれが事実なら、時が来たらお前に届けるつもりだ。
リジョン、あなた。
お前は消えろ。これ以上の接触は危険だ。
The AV-8B Harrier II Plus is an advanced variant of the Harrier family of aircraft, designed for vertical short takeoff and landing operations. Built by McDonnell Douglas, now part of Boeing, the AV-8B Harrier II Plus was developed for the US Marine Corps. Known for its ability to operate from smaller ships, aircraft carriers, and confined areas, the Harrier II Plus is a versatile platform capable of delivering both close air support and precision strike missions. It retained the distinctive vectored thrust system, where the aircraft's engine can tilt downwards, allowing the aircraft to hover vertically or take off and land in shorter distances. It features a Rolls-Royce Pegasus 1161 engine producing 20,000 pounds of thrust in vertical flight mode. It comes with APG-65 radar and is capable of carrying up to 9,000 pounds of bombs and can deploy PGMs, laser-guided bombs, and multi-role missiles including a GM-65 Maverick missiles. The aircraft also has an internal gun pod for strafing runs. With a maximum speed of Mach 0.9, it has a combat radius of around 300 nautical miles and an endurance of 2 to 3 hours, depending on the mission loadout. The AV-8B saw extensive action in the Gulf War. During Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm, 86 AV-8Bs amassed 3,380 flights and about 4,100 flight hours, with a mission availability rate of over 90%. In 1999, it participated in NATO's bombing of Yugoslavia during Operation Allied Force. AV-8Bs began attack missions into Afghanistan on November 2001 under Operation Enduring Freedom. It participated in the Iraq War in 2003, acting primarily in support of USMC ground units. In March 2011, AV-8Bs were launched from USS Kearsarge in support of Operation Odyssey Dawn, enforcing the UN no-fly zone over Libya. On July 2014, USS Bataan began deploying AV-8Bs over Iraq to provide surveillance of Islamic State forces. Harrier 2 Plus variant is used by the USMC, Spanish Navy, and Italian Navy. 46 Harrier 2 Plus were built.
Roger, Red Moon Leader. We're en route to your location.
Good to have you with us today, Colonel.
Ditto that, Major.
Hope you have plenty of vodka and ice, comrade. You're paid tonight. We'll see who pays.
Stay focused, Guts. Fox 3. Got him.
Woohoo! We're on a roll! I have him.
Target hit.
Warwolf, this is anti-air command. We're online. Take any hostiles inside base airspace. We have your back, Colonel. Lead the bad guys to us.
Warwolf.
Firing bandit. Hurry, hurry, hurry! Switching off. Wolf 3, bandit closing with you. Wolf 3, won't be long now. Knocking him down. He's mine. Wolf 2, bandit on your back. He's locked, shaking. Coming.
I have this one, Guts.
On his tail. Colonel, have one bandit on radar. Incoming target acquired! Rocket fire! Rocket fire! Jericho 2!
He's down.
Couple more. Time to get serious.
Target down.
Contact. Break away, break away, break away.
The Mitsubishi F-1 is a multi-role fighter aircraft developed by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries for the Japan Air Self-Defense Force. It was introduced in 1978 and served as a domestic solution for Japan's air defense and strike capabilities. The aircraft was designed as a lightweight fighter with an emphasis on ground attack and interdiction missions, and it was intended to replace the aging fleet of F-86 Sabres and F-104 Starfighters that were still in use by the JASDF at the time. The F-1 was designed as a light, highly maneuverable fighter, optimized for precision strike and close air support missions. Its design features a relatively short fuselage, large, swept-back wings, and high-mounted engines that contribute to its agility and stability at low speeds, which is especially useful for close ground targeting and quick strikes. The F-1 is equipped with an internal M61 Vulcan gun, capable of firing 6,000 rounds per minute for strafing targets on the ground or in the air. It can carry precision-guided bombs, AGM missiles such as the AGM-65 Maverick, and air-to-air missiles like the AIM-7 Sparrow. The aircraft can also carry a variety of unguided bombs and rockets, allowing for versatility in multiple mission profiles, such as interdiction, strike, and reconnaissance. The F-1 is powered by a J75 turbojet engine, which provides a maximum speed of Mach 2.1 and a combat radius of about 450 nautical miles. During its time of service, the F-1 was a valuable asset to the Japan Air Self-Defense Force and was used extensively for air patrols, strike missions, and training purposes. Its reliability and versatility allowed Japan to maintain an effective and capable air defense strategy during the Cold War and beyond. The F-1's design was influenced heavily by the McDonnell Douglas F-4 Phantom II, but it had a more lightweight and versatile design, enabling it to perform ground attack missions with better agility.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now!
Looks like we did it! Ha!
I'll begin the countdown for attack in just a moment. And mark.
Bravo! Well done. Defend the sea point. Well done. Attack the sea point. Supremacy.
The F-2A is an advanced multi-role fighter developed by Mitsubishi Heavy Industries and Lockheed Martin for the Japan Air Self-Defense Force. It is a heavily upgraded version of the F-16 Fighting Falcon and serves as the backbone of Japan's air defense strategy. Entering service in 2000, the F-2A was designed to meet Japan's unique defense requirements. The F-2A shares much of its airframe design with the F-16 Fighting Falcon, but is larger, with a longer fuselage, larger wings, and increased payload capacity. The aircraft's wingspan was increased to enhance its aerodynamic efficiency and to carry more advanced weaponry and fuel. The larger airframe provides the F-2A with better stability at low altitudes and enhanced agility for dogfights and high-speed intercepts. The aircraft is equipped with a Japanese-built radar, JAPG-1, a synthetic aperture radar capable of high-resolution imaging and ground mapping, which is especially valuable for precision strike missions. The F-2A also features targeting pods and electronic countermeasures, which allow it to effectively engage both air and ground targets in all weather conditions. The F-2A is capable of carrying air-to-air missiles like the AIM-7 Sparrow and AIM-120 AMRAAM, as well as air-to-ground missiles like the AGM-84 Harpoon. The aircraft can also carry PGMs such as JDAM bombs and laser-guided bombs, providing it with the ability to conduct surgical strikes against high-value targets. Its internal M61 Vulcan cannon is also available for strafing runs. Powered by a F110-GE engine, the F-2A has a maximum speed of Mach 2 and a combat radius of approximately 700 nautical miles. Over its years of service, the F-2A has been used for air patrols, strike missions, and defensive operations across the Asia-Pacific region. The F-2A has been integral in ensuring the air sovereignty of Japan, especially considering the region's growing security concerns.
Radarサイトは依然沈黙。スクランブルだ。早く空に流れ。雷打ちされるぞ。何が起きた？爆撃機が飛来。地図は不明。出るぞ。早く 隊滑走路へ向かえ。ゴーレム隊テイクオフ。スカイキーパーとのリンクは完了。明治隊の離陸急げ。
ってみ上げるんだ。ミサイル命中。
The F4G Phantom II Wild Weasel is a modified version of the McDonnell Douglas F4 Phantom II specifically tailored for the suppression of enemy air defenses, or CAD role. Entering service in 1975, the F4G was designed to carry out electronic warfare missions, primarily to disable or neutralize enemy radar-guided SAMs and anti-aircraft artillery. The aircraft was equipped with sophisticated radar jammers, radar detection systems, and missiles designed to home in on and destroy enemy radar sites. These systems, including the high-speed anti-radiation missile, made the F4G the most potent CAD platform of its time. The F4G was equipped with the APQ-120 radar system, an advanced radar for navigation and targeting. Additionally, it carried ECM pods for jamming enemy radar and radar warning receivers to detect incoming radar signals. It could carry the AGM-88 HARM missile, Mark 82 and Mark 83 bombs, and the M61 Vulcan cannon for self-defense and offensive strikes. The F4G served extensively in the Gulf War, where it was used to target and destroy Iraqi SAM sites, radar stations, and other air defense systems. Its primary mission was to clear the way for strike aircraft like the F-11-1, F-16, and F-15E, who could then carry out bombing raids without facing significant air defense threats. The F-4G was deployed in combat operations throughout the 1990s, serving with the United States Air Force and also with the German Air Force until its retirement. The F-4G was phased out in 1996 as newer aircraft like the F-16 CJ Fighting Falcon took over the SEAD mission with more modern systems and greater maneuverability. The F-4G Phantom II was nicknamed the Wild Weasel, a term used to describe its role in targeting and neutralizing enemy radar and air defenses, echoing the early Wild Weasel missions during the Vietnam War, where aircraft would disrupt enemy radar to make it safer for other planes to perform strikes.
Still make it 3. North of the target area. Dives. Success! Weasel 1. Defending 3. Weasel 1, missile defeated. We're keeping him busy. 2, cleared hot. AAA, 12 o'clock. Oath. In front of us! 2, defeated. Up from the north, SA-3. Come on, dude, kill it! Weasel 2, rifle SA-3.
The F-14B Tomcat is an enhanced version of the iconic F-14A Tomcat, a carrier-based fighter aircraft developed by Grumman Aerospace for the United States Navy. First introduced in 1987, the F-14B was primarily used as a fleet defense fighter, equipped to engage air and surface threats. It is powered by TF-30 engines that provide a maximum speed of Mach 2.34. It could engage targets at long range and high speeds, making it ideal for fleet defense missions. Like its predecessors, the F-14B retains the distinctive swing wing design. The aircraft's wings can rotate from a high sweep position for supersonic flight to a low sweep position for subsonic speeds. This feature allows the F-14B to optimize performance for both dogfighting and intercepting long-range threats, making it extremely versatile. The F-14B featured a more advanced version of the AN/AWG 9 radar system, which could track multiple targets simultaneously at long ranges. It was also equipped with the Phoenix missile, capable of engaging targets at ranges beyond the visual horizon. It also carried AIM-7 Sparrow and AIM-9 Sidewinder missiles for medium and short-range combat. The M61 Vulcan gun was mounted in the nose of the aircraft for strafing runs and close-range combat. The F-14 had its first kills in US Navy service on 19 August 1981 over the Gulf of Sidra, where two F-14s from VF-41 Black Aces were engaged by two Libyan Su-22 fitters. The F-14s evaded the Libyan missile and returned fire, downing both Libyan aircraft with AIM-9L Sidewinders. The F-14B was employed in multiple combat theaters, including the Gulf War, Operation Deliberate Force, Operation Allied Force in 1999, Operation Desert Fox, and Operation Enduring Freedom. The F-14B was retired in 2006, with the FA-18 Super Hornet replacing it as the primary carrier-based fighter for the US Navy. The F-14 Tomcat became an icon of military aviation and pop culture, especially due to its starring role in the 1986 movie Top Gun. The F-15E Strike Eagle is a multi-role strike fighter variant of the McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle. Introduced in the 1990s, the F-15E was developed to meet the needs of the US Air Force for a dedicated fighter bomber capable of delivering PGMS while retaining the superior air superiority capabilities of the original F-15. Unlike the standard F-15, which is a single-seat fighter, the F-15E is a twin-seat aircraft, featuring a pilot and weapons systems officer. This allows the WSO to operate the aircraft's complex weapon systems, while the pilot focuses on flying the aircraft. The cockpit is digitally integrated with multifunction displays, and both crew members have helmet-mounted targeting systems for greater targeting precision. The F-15E is capable of flying at Mach 2.5 and has a combat radius of around 2,400 miles, making it an effective platform for long-range strikes deep into enemy territory. It has the ability to carry a wide range of bombs, including laser-guided bombs, JDAMs, and PGMs. It can carry up to 23,000 pounds of ordnance, including air-to-ground missiles. The F-15E features advanced terrain-following radar that allows the aircraft to fly at low altitudes and high speeds, even in adverse weather conditions. The aircraft is also equipped with the ANAP G70 radar system, which provides high-resolution mapping for strike missions and target acquisition. Its most significant combat performance came during Operation Desert Storm. The F-15E has since participated in Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom, and the War on Terror, where it has been deployed for precision bombing and close air support missions. The F-15E continues to serve with the US Air Force and is used by several international customers, including the United Kingdom, Qatar, and Saudi Arabia. The F-15E Strike Eagle is capable of carrying nuclear bombs, making it a strategic asset for nuclear deterrence operations in addition to its conventional strike capabilities.
Bullseye 35536.
The F-16XA Sacker Falcon is a fictional multi-role aircraft exclusively featured in Ace Combat 3. It was used exclusively by the General Resource Defense Force. The F-16XA, like the F-16XL and the F-16XF, features a cranked aero delta wing design to increase its speed and power, while maintaining a moderate degree of maneuverability. It also features a lean towards ground attack, whereas the F-16XF was strictly a fighter for air superiority. Based on the F-16, it is an upgraded version with a focus on ground attack. It features no empennage and has a cranked arrow wing, allowing for good control of the large fuselage. It has a good top speed but is inferior in quick turns and maneuvers. The F-16XA's namesake is the European Sacker Falcon.
メガフロートから船舶が発進した。直ちにこれを追撃せよ。
Update target.
よし、フロートから逃げた高速艇も沈め。そのキャラと出てきたな。
The F-16XL is an experimental variant of the F-16 Fighting Falcon developed by General Dynamics and NASA in the 1980s. The F-16XL was created as a demonstrator aircraft to explore the potential of delta wing aerodynamics in modern fighter aircraft, with a focus on improving performance for high-speed long-range strike missions and superior maneuverability. It was not produced in large numbers but was significant in influencing the design of future aircraft, including the B-1B Lancer bomber. Unlike the traditional F-16, which uses a conventional wing design, the F-16XL features a large cranked delta wing. This gives the aircraft superior aerodynamic efficiency, especially at high speeds and during sustained turns, making it highly maneuverable. With the reduced drag coefficient due to the delta wing, the aircraft could carry larger amounts of fuel and weapons without sacrificing agility or speed. It was capable of reaching speeds up to Mach 2 and had a combat radius far superior to the standard F-16. The F-16XL could carry a wide range of air-to-ground and air-to-air weapons, including precision-guided munitions, laser-guided bombs, JDAMs, and the AIM-120 MRAM and AIM-9 Sidewinder. The aircraft was equipped with advanced radar and navigation systems that made it effective in precision strikes and deep penetration missions. It served as a testbed to demonstrate the advantages of delta wing technology and increased payload capacity for fighter aircraft. The two F-16XL prototypes, one single-seat and one two-seat, were flown extensively by both General Dynamics and NASA as part of the Advanced Fighter Technology Integration Program. The two prototypes were retired after the testing phase in the 1990s, but the F-16XL's influence on aircraft design persisted. The F-16XL proved that delta wings could offer significant advantages in terms of maneuverability, range, and payload capacity. The F-117A Nighthawk is a stealth attack aircraft developed by Lockheed Martin and was the world's first operational stealth aircraft designed specifically for precision strike missions in heavily defended airspace. Its stealth design minimizes radar cross-section and makes the aircraft nearly invisible to enemy radar. The F117A was designed using faceted surfaces instead of the smooth curves found on traditional aircraft. This angular design deflects radar waves away from the radar receiver, significantly reducing the aircraft's radar signature. The aircraft's paint is also radar absorbing, further enhancing its stealth characteristics. The F117A was designed primarily for air-to-ground missions and was equipped with PGMs. The F117A was not equipped for air-to-air combat, as its primary mission was precision bombing. Its first mission was during the United States invasion of Panama in 1989. The F117A gained worldwide fame during Operation Desert Storm in 1991, where it conducted nighttime precision bombing missions against key Iraqi targets with unparalleled success. The F117A also participated in Operation Allied Force in Kosovo and Operation Enduring Freedom in Afghanistan. The Nighthawks pilots called themselves bandits. Each of the 558 Air Force pilots who have flown the F-117 has a bandit number that indicates the sequential order of their first flight in the F-117. The aircraft was subsonic, meaning it could not engage in high-speed air combat. One F-117 was downed during an Operation Allied Force mission against the Army of Yugoslavia on 27 March 1999. Additionally, its stealth capabilities were not effective against infrared targeting systems and modern sensors, which led to the development of more advanced stealth aircraft like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. In 2008, the F-117A was retired from active service. The F-117A remained classified for many years, and its existence was not publicly acknowledged until 1988, when the US Air Force officially confirmed its deployment. The FB-22 Strike Raptor is a conceptual variant of the F-22 Raptor developed by Lockheed Martin for the United States Air Force. First unveiled in the early 2000s, the FB-22 was designed as a long-range, high-speed stealth bomber for precision strike missions, merging the advanced stealth features of the F-22 Raptor with the payload capacity and mission versatility typically seen in bombers. Although the FB-22 never went into production, it highlighted the US military's interest in developing more flexible aircraft for the modern battlefield. Operated by a crew of 2, a pilot and a weapon systems operator, It features a sleek design with a 4.45% airfoil thickness. Its maximum takeoff weight is an impressive 120,000 pounds, supported by two modified Pratt & Whitney F119 afterburning turbofan engines, which allow it to achieve speeds of Mach 1.5 at altitude. With an internal fuel capacity of 19,842 kilograms, the FP-22 has an extensive range of 3,600 nautical miles and a combat radius of 1,477 nautical miles with 100 nmi supersonic dash, making it ideal for deep strike missions. The aircraft's G limit is +6, balancing maneuverability with its strike role. The FB-22 is equipped with 8 internal hardpoints across 3 weapons bays and 4 underwing hardpoints, offering a total payload capacity of 30,000 pounds. The internal loadout includes 6 AIM-120 AMRAAMs and 2 AIM-9 Sidewinders, while the underwing pylons can carry additional 4 AMRAAMs, 2 AGM-154 JSOWs, or 2 AGM-158 JASSMs. Its internal base can house up to 12 GBU-39 small diameter bombs or 2 GBU-31/32 JDAMs, while the wing pylons can carry 12 additional SDBs, 2 GBU-37 GPS-aided munitions. Though never built, its innovative features highlight the continued evolution of stealth and precision in modern air power.
It's all because countries exist. Shouting that and throwing a rock got me in here. Well, you have free meals and a warm bed. We should thank our good citizens.
Attack missed.
Hostile has a lock.
Yeah, that's the stuff, Trigger. Go
See
in
him
on
down.
us.
Dust cloud is entering the area of operations. Finish your work if you want to stay out of solitary. 1 minute remaining.
Fox 2. Friendly has been shot down.
I don't know what they were keeping there, but it's all ashes now.
They have me spiked. Target bandit there.
30 seconds remaining. Missile away.
Enemy down. Stay sharp.
We don't have enough anti-air weapons. The enemy's got free reign.
Missile evaded. Enemy has a lock on you.
Bandit acquired. Lock on. Enemy got away.
Missile in the air. Heads up.
Looking good.
I'll take chops like this any day.
Megastorm in Nessa 2 is about to arrive.
Right. Bring out the trucks. Make sure their routes are split. Take every drop of fuel you can carry.
The Mirage 2000D is a multi-role fighter-bomber variant of the Mirage 2000 developed by Dassault Aviation and primarily used by the French Air Force. It is designed for precision ground attack missions, including deep strike and close air support, and has seen extensive service since its introduction in 1993. Its two-seat configuration with a pilot and weapon systems officer allows for coordinated targeting, improving mission effectiveness in complex operational environments. The Mirage 2000D is powered by a Snecma M53P2 engine, which provides a top speed of Mach 2.2 and has a combat radius of approximately 1,000 kilometers with a full payload, and it can be refueled mid-air for extended operations. French Mirage 2000s were used during the Gulf War, where they flew high-altitude air defense for USAF U-2 spy aircraft, as well as in UN and NATO air operations during the Bosnian War and the Kosovo War. The Mirage 2000D has seen action in Operation Daguet in the Gulf War, Operation Serval in Mali, and Operation Harmattan in Libya. During Operation Deliberate Force on 30 August 1995, one Mirage 2000D was shot down over Bosnia. Peruvian Mirages flew combat air patrol missions in 1995 during the Cenipa War. French Mirage 2000Ds later served with the International Security Assistance Force during the conflict in Afghanistan in 2001. The Mirage 2000D was involved in the 1999 NATO bombing campaign in Yugoslavia during Operation Allied Force where it was used for precision bombing missions against Serbian targets. UAE Mirage 2000S participated in the enforcement of the no-fly zone over Libya. On 14 March 2016, a UAE Mirage 2009D crashed in the southern Yemeni city of Aden during a combat operation. In 2020, the French Air Force began the Mirage 2000D upgrade program, extending the aircraft's service life and ensuring its continued effectiveness in modern conflict zones. The R201 Asterozoa is a conceptual multi-role fighter introduced in the Ace Combat universe. The first dedicated attack aircraft of Newcom's R series, the R201 was developed to fulfill the ground attack role. It features a distinctive twin fuselage design. Despite having durable armor, the Asterozoa's poor speed and mobility rendered it highly vulnerable to enemy aircraft. By splitting the fuselage in two parts, it allowed for the mounting of more weapons and increased durability. Due to its high gross weight, its power and acceleration is not great but can maintain stable flight conditions. With its high ammunition count, it can wipe out its intended ground target with absolute certainty. The name Asterozoa is derived from a biological classification for starfish, referencing the aircraft's multi-directional maneuverability and adaptability, much like how a starfish can move in any direction with ease. The R211 Orkinus is a fictional ground attack aircraft created by Newcom Incorporated. Named after the Orcinus orca, commonly known as the killer whale, the aircraft embodies power, precision, and stealth, making it a key asset for strategic operations requiring deep penetration into enemy territory. This is reflected in its body, which is painted in a black and white livery reminiscent of a killer whale's colors, emphasizing the aircraft's lethal capabilities and stealthy approach to eliminating its targets with precision and power. The Orkinus boasts stronger engines, greater damage resistance, stability, and enhanced air combat capability. As with the R201, the R211 uses a combination of laser weapons and air-to-ground missiles, and uses similar wing morphing technology, but its low top speed left something to be desired. This craft was developed as a supersonic attack aircraft and has excellent defense and stability, but its turning ability is mediocre. The Sukhoi Su-24M Fencer D is a twin-engine variable sweep wing attack aircraft designed by the Soviet Union in the 1960s and 1970s. Developed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau, the Su-24M is a tactical bomber built for low-level, high-speed penetration of enemy airspace to deliver precision strikes. The Su-24M has a side-by-side cockpit configuration for its two-man crew, a pilot and a weapon systems officer. The cockpit is equipped with K-36D00 ejection seats capable of safe ejection at zero altitude and zero airspeed. It features a terrain-following radar, allowing it to fly at low altitudes to evade radar detection while maintaining a high-speed approach to targets. Powered by two Saturn Lyulka AL-21F turbojet engines, each providing 24,700 pounds of thrust, the Su-24M can achieve a maximum speed of 2,118 km per hour and a combat radius of 990 km with internal fuel. The Fencer D is equipped with the Orion A radar for navigation and targeting, supplemented by a laser designator and a Kyra 24 electro-optical targeting system for precision strikes. The Su-24M can carry up to 8,000 kilograms of ordnance across 8 external hardpoints. Its armament includes KH-29 and KH-25 AGMs, anti-radiation missiles for CAD missions, FRB series bombs, CAB 500, 1500 laser-guided bombs, and a 23mm GSH-623 rotary cannon with 500 rounds for close-in ground attack. The Soviet Union used some Su-24s in the Soviet-Afghan War in 1984 and at the end of the war in 1988. Fencers were used by the Uzbek Air Force against United Tajik opposition operating from Afghanistan during the 1992 Civil War. It saw combat during the Chechen Wars, providing ground support against insurgent forces in mountainous regions. Russian Su-24s flew bombing and reconnaissance sorties over Georgia in 2008 Russo-Georgian War. Starting in 2012, Su-24 bombers were filmed attacking rebel positions in the Syrian Civil War. The Ukrainian Air Force inherited all of its Su-24s from the Soviet Union when the latter dissolved in 1991.
We have more bandits inbound. We could use more help.
We see the problem. We'll take care of it. Guts, you see him?
Head hard, Colonel. I'll get the shot. This is Leon 1. Revs are hot and heavy up here. Do not let the Revs fly by you in the weeds. Make them come up.
Werewolf 1, contact is cutting toward you. Kingmaster to Warwolf. What is your situation? Contact him. They engaged an element further east and should be coming back in your direction.
Big Bear 1, what's your situation?
They're heading in your direction.
Are you engaged with enemy units?
No response, Colonel. What's with them?
Big Bear, give me your status.
I don't know, boss.
Missile, evade. Russian flight, state your intentions.
What the? Two of the Russians have me locked.
Bear flight, break off.
Friendly fire. Blue on blue. Blue on blue. Friendly.
General, what the hell's the deal?
He doesn't have the cojones to answer.
Warwolf 1 to all Allied aircraft. Russian planes are hostile. I say again, Russians are hostile. Take the bastards down.
Damn them, I'll get every one of them. Werewolf 3 engaging.
Locked on target.
Werewolf 4 engaging.
Target down.
Blue on blue. Werewolf 1, you know what's going on. Werewolf, the Russians are attacking us.
Let's get them.
The Sukhoi Su-25 Frogfoot is a twin-engine subsonic close air support aircraft developed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau in the 1970s to be a heavily armed, rugged attack platform capable of withstanding intense enemy fire while delivering devastating ground attacks. The Su-25 features a high-mounted, straight-wing design optimized for low-speed, low-altitude flight, making it ideal for close air support missions. The titanium cockpit tub provides significant protection against ground-based threats. The aircraft is powered by two Tumansky R195 turbojet engines, each producing 9,920 pounds of thrust, giving it a maximum speed of 975 km per hour and a range of 1,000 km without external fuel tanks. The Su-25 can carry up to 4,400 kilograms of ordnance across 10 external hardpoints. Over the course of the Soviet-Afghan War, Su-25s launched 139 guided missiles of all types against Mujahideen positions. The Su-25 also saw combat during the Iran-Iraq War of 1980. The first Su-25s were commissioned by the Iraqi Air Force in 1987 and performed approximately 900 combat sorties towards the end of the war, carrying out the bulk of Iraqi air attack missions. The Georgian government used Su-25s in 1992 against Abkhaz separatists during the First Abkhazian War. It was deployed in the Chechen Wars and later used by the Russian Air Force in Syria, where it conducted precision strikes on terrorist positions. Su-25 attack aircraft were used by the Ethiopian Air Force to strike Eritrean targets. Several nations including Georgia, Iraq, and Ukraine have also employed the Su-25 in regional conflicts and counterinsurgency operations. Known as the Grach or Rook in Russian service, the Su-25 is often celebrated for its ability to return to base even after sustaining extensive combat damage. The Su-25 remains in service with multiple air forces worldwide, often considered a flying tank due to its durability and close combat effectiveness.
Strider 1, you will be leading Strider Squadron. Count, you'll be Cyclops 2. You'll be under Cyclops 1.
Strider 3, engaging. Cyclops 3, engaging.
Cyclops 4 engaging.
Strider 1, target destroyed. What just happened? You destroyed a structural support. That's remarkable skill. I've sent the data. Make like trigger, insert on the sandwich.
Righto. Copy. Roger.
Loss of the platform was not anticipated. Without the space, we'll have to rethink our whole strategy.
Platform perks confirmed. You just put the meat in between those bonds and that burger is well done.
What are we serving the sandwich?
I'm happy to eat both.
Whatever you say, man.
A third of the air defenses have been eliminated. Stay cool. Keep piling on the heat.
Stop. Any more damage to the base? Carrier numbers. Platform is taking heavy fire.
Taking out half of the platform.
The Su-25 TM Frogfoot, also known as the Su-39, is a heavily modernized variant of the original Su-25 Frogfoot. Designed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau, it retains the rugged and reliable characteristics of the Su-25, while incorporating modern avionics, enhanced weapon systems, and improved survivability features to extend its combat capabilities into the 21st century. The Su-25 TM retains the twin-engine, straight-wing design of its predecessor, but features additional armor plating to protect critical components and crew, particularly in the cockpit, which is encased in a titanium shell to withstand small arms and light anti-aircraft fire. The aircraft is powered by two R195 turbojet engines, each producing 9,920 pounds of thrust, with maximum speed of 975 km per hour and an operational range of 1,800 km, when equipped with external fuel tanks. The Su-25 TM is equipped with a Kopio 25 radar, housed in a pod beneath the fuselage. This radar allows for ground mapping, target identification, and limited air-to-air engagement, making it more versatile than earlier models. The aircraft features a laser rangefinder and designator for guiding precision weapons and an electro-optical targeting system for day and night operations. The Su-25TM has been deployed by the Russian Air Force in counterinsurgency operations and low-intensity conflicts, including missions in Syria and Chechnya, where it performed precision airstrikes against fortified positions and armored vehicles. In August 2008, Su-25s were used by both Georgia and Russia during the 2008 Russia-Georgia War. Iraqi Su-25s flew the bulk of the sorties against the Islamic State with 3,562 missions between June 2014 and December 2017. Su-25s were deployed by Russia to Syria to support the Russian forces there who were taking part in the Syrian offensive against ISIL. The Ukrainian Air Force also operates Su-25s and has shot down many Russian Su-25s.
You are clear to attack the frigate. Be advised, SEAL and Spetsnaz teams Hammer 1 and Zoya 1 are standing by for assault.
Roger that. Contacting Mullet now. Mullet flight, this is Warwolf.
Roger, Warwolf. Good to be flying with you again.
Long-range radar shows numerous hostile contacts ahead.
Roger that, Warwolf. You take the ships. We'll keep the fighters off you.
Copy that, Mullet.
Warwolf 1, you're approaching target area. Shadow Flight is initiating ECM coverage.
There's the yacht. Warwolf Flight, we're going to sink that frigate.
Roger.
Target sunk.
Deal.
Frigate is out of the game.
Warwolf, be advised. Target priority is Rebel aircraft carrier to the northeast of the frigate. Stay low and watch their anti-air. Also be advised we're relaying comms from Spetsnaz Group Zoya 1. They are in transit to the yacht.
Roger.
Fox 2.
Warwolf, Russian Flight Verona is targeting the escort ship. You can continue to attack the carrier.
This is Verona, Warwolf. We'll take the minnows while you sink the rail.
Understood. He's down.
Going in, Colonel. Planes are full of fuel. Time to light these guys up.
Target hit.
Bridge is on fire.
Target hit. Target destroyed.
The Sukhoi Su-34 Fullback is a twin-engine, twin-seat, supersonic fighter bomber designed to replace the aging Su-24 Fencer in the Russian Air Force. Developed by the Sukhoi Design Bureau, the Su-34 is based on the Su-27 flanker airframe but features extensive modifications for the strike and interdiction roles. Known for its distinctive duckbill-shaped nose and side-by-side seating configuration, the Su-34 is a highly capable multi-role aircraft designed for long-range precision strikes, deep penetration, and maritime attack missions. The Su-34 shares many design elements with the Su-27, but incorporates a heavily armored cockpit, reinforced fuselage, and a twin-tail configuration for enhanced stability. The aircraft's large fuel tanks and capability to carry additional external fuel pods give it a combat radius of over 1,100 kilometers and a ferry range of 4,000 kilometers. The side-by-side cockpit is unique among modern fighter bombers, allowing the pilot and weapon systems officer to operate in a more collaborative manner. The Su-34 is powered by two Lyulka AL-31F turbofan engines, each providing 29,100 pounds of thrust, enabling a maximum speed of 1,200 miles per hour. The aircraft can also conduct in-flight refueling, significantly extending its operational range. The Su-34 features a Leninets B-004 phased array radar capable of air-to-ground and air-to-air targeting. In September 2015, 6 Su-34s arrived at Latakia Airport in Syria for attacks against rebel and ISIL forces. It has been used in Ukraine performing long-range strike missions. As of September 2024, there have been 34 Su-34s and 1 Su-34M visually confirmed as being lost, damaged, or abandoned by Russian forces since the start of the 2022 Russia-Ukraine conflict. Compared to other members of the flanker family, the Su-34 has an entirely new duckbill nose and forward fuselage designed to increase cabin room and maximize crew comfort and safety, giving the Su-34 the nickname Duckling or Platypus.
Buffed up the canopy for a nice shine, so you can really see the sky. Take care, Trigger. When you get back, let me know what you saw.
Let me see that. Trigger, wish I could have flown with you. If you got played in an injured pilot would only slow you down. I feel for him now. Oh yeah, he's the one who swapped his now.
The Panavia Tornado GR1 is a multi-role strike aircraft developed as part of a joint venture between Britain, Germany and Italy under the Panavia Aircraft GmbH consortium. The GR1 was the Royal Air Force's primary strike aircraft for several decades. The Tornado GR1 was developed in the 1970s as a variable sweep wing aircraft. Its ability to adjust wing sweep between 25 degrees and 67 degrees gave it excellent aerodynamic flexibility, allowing for high-speed, low-level flight at wing-swept positions for evading radar detection and enhancing survivability during deep penetration strikes. The Tornado GR1 first flew in 1974 and entered service with the RAF in 1979. Italian Tornadoes, along with RAF Tornadoes as part of Operation Granby, took part in the First Gulf War in 1991. Despite operating in a highly defended environment, Tornado crews executed daring low-level missions, often using JP-233 airfield denial weapons to disable enemy runways. In 1991, the RAF introduced TIALD, allowing Tornado GR1s to laser designate their own targets. The Tornado is cleared to carry the majority of air-launched weapons in the NATO inventory, including various unguided and laser-guided bombs, anti-ship and anti-radiation missiles, as well as specialized weapons such as anti-personnel mines and anti-runway munitions. 14 German Tornadoes undertook combat operations as a part of NATO's campaign during the Bosnian War. In 1999, German Tornadoes and a total of 22 Italian Tornadoes participated in the NATO-organized Operation Allied Force against the Federal Republic of Yugoslavia during the Kosovo War. Italian Tornadoes participated in the enforcement of a UN no-fly zone during the 2011 military intervention in Libya. It was reported that during Desert Fox RAF Tornadoes had successfully destroyed 75% of their targets. The GR1 participated in the Kosovo War in 1999. Royal Saudi Air Force Tornadoes are playing a central role in Saudi-led bombing campaign in Yemen.
Call sign Swordsman. Engaging next enemy formation. Give me a position.
Roger.
All weapons permitted. Roger.
Blaze, engage.
Edge engaging.
The tanker next to us just exploded! Where's the fireboat? It's spraying to our ship! Help us! Nobody saw them coming?
Their ships are just sitting in anchor. This is like target practice. Enemy reinforcements detected. Heads up and get ready. Captain, do you know how to give your commands? Cool! I'm ready for them anytime, so just say the word.
The fireboat got caught in the explosion! No! 3 ships are burning now! This is not a drill! Thanks for the heads up, you idiot!
The Panavia Tornado GR4 is an upgraded version of the GR1. Entering service in 1998, the GR4 was primarily used by the RAF until its retirement in 2019. The GR4 introduced significant improvements like upgraded HUD, enhanced GPS, and inertial navigation system, improved radar systems including the ability to operate in adverse weather conditions, tornado infrared reconnaissance system consisting of one SLIR or sideways-looking infrared sensor on each side of the fuselage forward of the engine intakes to capture oblique images, and a single IRLS or infrared line scan sensor mounted on the fuselage's underside to provide vertical images. It had advanced radar warning receiver and countermeasure systems, including chaff and flares with a maximum speed of Mach 2.2 and a range of 2,240 kilometers. The Tornado GR4 maintained compatibility with legacy weapons while integrating newer precision-guided munitions, PAVWave 4, laser-guided bombs for pinpoint accuracy in dynamic combat zones, Storm Shadow cruise missiles with a range of over 500 kilometers for long-range standoff strikes, Brimstone anti-tank missiles for precision strikes against moving armored targets, Alarm anti-radiation missiles for CD operations, Lightning II targeting pod for reconnaissance missions. The upgraded Tornado GR4 made its operational debut in Operation Southern Watch, patrolling Iraq's southern airspace from bases in Kuwait. The GR4 was used in Operation Telic, Britain's contribution to the 2003 invasion of Iraq. In 2009, several GR4s arrived at Kandahar Airfield, Afghanistan, to replace the British Aerospace Harrier GR 7/9 aircraft, which had been deployed there since November 2004. In 2014, Tornado GR4s were deployed to RAF Akrotiri, Cyprus, to support refugees sheltering from Islamic State militants in the Mount Sinjar region of Iraq. On April 2018, 4 Tornado GR4s from RAF Akrotiri struck a Syrian military facility with Storm Shadow cruise missiles in response to a suspected chemical attack on Douma by the Syrian regime. The Panavia Tornado IDS, or Interdictor Strike, is a multi-role twin-engine combat aircraft developed in a collaborative effort by Germany, Italy, and the UK. It served in the Air Forces of Germany Luftwaffe, Italy Aeronautica Militare, and the Royal Air Force, among others. As part of the Panavia Tornado family, the IDS variant is designed specifically for deep strike, low-level penetration, reconnaissance, and maritime attack missions. The Tornado IDS first flew in 1974 and entered service in 1979, becoming a critical component of NATO's defense strategy during the Cold War. Its defining feature is its variable sweep wing, which adjusts between 25 degrees and 67 degrees for optimal performance. The Tornado IDS is renowned for its ability to carry a diverse array of weapons, tailored for different mission profiles. Beginning in 2000, German IDS and ECR Tornadoes received the ASSTA-1 or Avionics System Software Tornado in ADA upgrade. During the Kosovo hostilities, Germany's IDS Tornadoes routinely conducted reconnaissance flights to identify both enemy ground forces and civilian refugees within Yugoslavia. The German Tornadoes flew 2,108 hours and 446 sorties, firing 236 HARM missiles at hostile targets. Operazione Locusta saw 8 Tornado IDS interdictors deployed from Gioia del Colle, Italy to Al Dhafra, Abu Dhabi as part of Italy's contribution to the coalition. Saudi Tornadoes took part in the Gulf War, with No. 7th Squadron carrying out their first mission on the night of 17 January 1991. In total, the RSAF flew 665 Tornado IDS sorties and 451 ADV sorties. In the long term, it is planned to replace the Tornado IDS ECR fleet in Italian service with the Lockheed Martin F-35 Lightning II, with the final Italian Tornado scheduled to be phased out in 2025. The Tornado IDS conducted reconnaissance and precision strike missions against Taliban and Al-Qaeda positions in Afghanistan during Operation Enduring Freedom.
The XR900 Geopelia is an advanced combat drone developed by Newcom. The aircraft is named after the Geopelia, a genus of small, long-tailed doves. The XR900 shares many design similarities with the X-49 Night Raven, both being a strange bi-wing design stacked atop each other, connected to the main body and via the wingtips. However, the XR900's wings are more curved in shape and angle downwards to connect via the wingtips, as opposed to the Night Raven's more boxy design. Like the Night Raven, the XR900 uses Aeon engines to fly, which emit a distinct green particle effect when the jets speed up. The XR900 also possesses its own laser cannon and combat statistics on par with the Night Raven.
Hacking complete. Bullseye. Caution. Stall. Caution. Stall. Caution. Stall.
The YA-10B was an experimental, dual-seat all-weather variant of the iconic A-10 Thunderbolt II Warthog. Designed in the mid-1970s, the YA-10B was developed to test night attack capabilities and evaluate the possibility of an upgraded A-10 platform that could operate effectively in adverse weather conditions. Unlike the operational A-10A, the YA-10B was a one-off prototype that never entered mass production, primarily due to budget constraints and the emerging focus on other multi-role aircraft like the F-16. The aircraft was equipped with advanced forward-looking infrared and low-light television systems, allowing it to identify and engage targets in low visibility conditions. The cockpit featured upgraded avionics, HUD, and improved navigation systems for night and adverse weather missions. It featured a bubble canopy with improved visibility compared, providing the pilot with a better field of view during ground attack operations. The A-10 is able to survive direct hits from armor-piercing and high-explosive projectiles up to 23 millimeters. In the early 1990s, the A-10 began to receive the Low-Altitude Safety and Targeting Enhancement upgrade, which provided computerized weapon aiming equipment, an autopilot, and a ground collision warning system. The single YA-10B prototype remains in existence and is currently housed at the Air Force Flight Test Center Museum, Edwards AFB in California. The A-10 had a mission-capable rate of 95.7%, flew 8,100 sorties, and launched 90% of the AGM-65 Maverick missiles fired in the conflict. A-10s fired approximately 10,000 30mm rounds in Bosnia and Herzegovina in 1994. In August 1995, NATO launched Operation Deliberate Force, where A-10s flew CS missions, attacking Bosnian Serb artillery and positions. The A-10's first successful attack in Operation Allied Force happened on the 6th of April, 1999. Over a 2-month period since November 2014, A-10s flew 11% of all USAF sorties since the start of operations to hit ISIS targets in central and northwestern Iraq on an almost daily basis.
Bulldog 1-1 in dry. Bulldog 1-1, 756, continue.
Sam launch. Leader, break right.
Safe. Climbing to 15,000 feet. Good copy, Bulldog 1-1. I am now on the roof of a building and I have a line of sight to the forest. Kelly on the group of about 50 infantry and pickups with machine guns at the edge of the forest. No marks. 600 meters northeast. Egress east. Remarks. Gun on shooter. Final attack heading 290, attack 330. Stay about 8,000 feet to avoid magnet.
Gun run shooter. Final attack heading 290, attack 330. Combat for 8,000 feet.
Correct. Bulldog 1-1, go. Bulldog 1-1, elevation 1,503 feet. Strike backup. Foxtrot Kilo 51178 07841. Combat for 8,000 feet. Good read back from both. Full intelligent vehicles on the tree line.
Scally on the pickup with a machine gun, firing towards the northeast. Bulldog 1-2, east.
Bulldog 1-2, good hits.
The YR-302 Fregata is a fictional delta-wing attacker from the Strange Real universe. The name Fregata is based on the genus in which all species of frigate birds belong. The Fregata was a specialized attack aircraft produced sometime by the 2020s. It features a unique body design as well as an unconventional quadruple engine arrangement, causing rumors that it was actually a spacecraft. It has poor high-altitude capabilities as the Fregata is extremely heavy due to its armor, weapons payload, and massive fuel capacity. However, its 4 large engines combined with vector thrust nozzles add to the aircraft's mobility. Its complicated body design leads to the aircraft rapidly consuming fuel and having a short cruise time. As a result, the Fregata is highly demanding in maintenance. The aircraft uses the minimum necessary electronic and coffin equipment to counterbalance the maintenance requirement.
Some welcome. All aircraft, spread out and attack. We're clear to attack, right? I heard the regular forces were gonna clean things up.
It's just like before. We blow the shit out of everything.
Sharp as attack, aren't you, Spare Aid? Regular forces can reduce losses if you tenderize the base first. If you can't handle that, just fly and be a target. Transports are responding. Not a threat, but feel free to take them out.
Leave it to me. Bullying the weak is a kind of specialty of mine.
We're being attacked. Enemy aircraft. A whole squadron. Ready the anti-air interceptors. Open fire. Affirmative. We'll do what we can.
What are the odds of getting out alive? That's for you to figure out, Spare 7.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Target confirmed destroyed. Trigger again.
Trigger. Rocking it hard.
Cut the crap, there's work to do. You're hitting 3 locations. Some have air power, so their threat levels vary. Think of the best way to rob them of their ability to respond. Use those empty heads of yours. If you die too fast, you won't even be useful as targets.
All bombers destroyed before takeoff. Who did that?
Scratch one hostile. That was fast. Keep up the good work.
Righto.
Hostiles in your area are nearly wiped out. Okay, move into a more crowded area. Try to catch some more lead. Any regular aircraft that join later needing any repairs or ammo will fly over the return line. However, you guys do not have that luxury.